Alright guys, it's the Junkie and I'm back with another video. It's gotta be a record for me. Up here, what I want to do, first of all I want to say to everybody out there in the community, I know I've been really, lately in the videos, been pressing to try to let's move on and forgive everybody for things that have happened in the past. And let's just get, like I said, let's just get back to collecting comics, man. Just showing hauls, because that's what we're all here for. That's why we make videos, is to see people's hauls, not to bicker and fight. So, to all my subscribers that had, you know, some issues in the past with We Love Comics, I like to bury the hatchet and kind of move on past that. And I hope a couple of my buddies, I won't mention any of their names because I don't want to, you know, I haven't talked to them about it or anything, but I hope you guys we can just all move on. We can agree to disagree, and we don't have to be nasty about it. And so I just wanted to say I apologize to We Love Comics for any comments or videos that I made. So let's just try to move on. Anyways, he tagged me in his video for 10 most underrated comics. Now, the way I take this is I'm not going to go by value. I'm just going to go by 10, maybe, I think I might have a little more than 10, but books that I think people should be picking up, whether they're valuable or not. They're really good books. Some of them are kind of rare, and some of them are a little different. Some of them are 90s cheese, but it's books that I think people should pick up, and for the most part, most of them are really not that expensive, so they're relatively easy to obtain. Miss Haley is over here. She got some squeaky toys for Christmas, and she's going to town. But, so if you hear any squeaking in the background, that's what it is. But, let's go ahead. Some of them, like I said, some of them are, you know, are not expensive. But, you know, they're books that you probably should pick up, in my opinion. I got a lot here, so I'm going to breeze through this pretty quick. Like I said, I was tagged by We Love Comics, so this is my way of showing support and showing that I'm ready to move on, and obviously he is, so I hope other people can join in on the movement, and let's get past all this and let's get started with some books. Here is, with the upcoming X-Men movie coming out, here is Psylocke as the assassin Psylocke. It's not her character's first appearance, but it's her first appearance as this incarnation of herself. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 copies of that. That's her first appearance as this character, which I think is probably a good book to pick up, because it looks like in the movie she's one of the 4 horsemen, so I don't know if this is the route they're going to go, but anyways, it's relatively cheap. I think you can get it for under 20 bucks. There's that, and then here's her second appearance, which I really love this cover. That's why I included it. And I've got 5 copies of it, too. But I think it's a book you should probably pick up. It's really cool. It's a good story. Jim Lee art, so you can't really go wrong with that. Up next, TV show coming out. This book I've seen online is starting to pick up some heat, some steam, and starting to move along. Is Lucifer #1. I remember this book was a couple bucks. Now it's like 15, 20. I have a couple copies, but I couldn't find the other ones. They're buried somewhere. But I think I have like 2 copies. But yeah, Lucifer #1. It's a good book to pick up. Here is another little series that I think it was a 4-issue limited series, but it's DC Universe versus Marvel Comics, and I have 3 copies of it, guys. But it's a really good story, and it pits the heroes against their counterpart in the other universe, like Superman versus Hulk. You got Lobo versus Wolverine, Batman versus Cap, Wonder Woman versus Storm. So it's kind of cool. It's a relatively cheap book. I think it's like $5-10 bucks. It's different, and I like it when they do cross-universe things and they have people fight each other. I think it's really neat. Here is another book that the price fluctuates on eBay. Old Man Wolverine. It's his first appearance as Old Man Logan, or Old Man Logan. But it's a good book to pick up. I think you can get them anywhere. I've gotten some as low as 20, and as high, I see them go as high as like 70. So that's another good book to pick up, guys. Up next is a mini series that I'm going to include as just one book or whatever that I think you guys should really pick up. It's Legends. And there's the first issue. There's the second issue. Third issue, which is the first appearance of Suicide Squad. So that's a really good book to pick up. Here's issue number 4. And then I have 3 copies of number 5. And then I have 2 copies of number 6. So, in this series here, you can still find on eBay pretty cheap. So, my advice is to pick it up. It's got the first appearance of Suicide Squad, so that's always a good book to have, especially with the movies coming out. Oh, in the background, that's a Black Stormtrooper that my best bud, Adam Day, got me in my gift box that he sent me that, you know, Adam, I'm going to repay you. And that is Kylo Ren Toys R Us exclusive poster that my friend from work, Derek, gave me for Christmas. So he knew he's into Star Wars too, but he gave me that poster because he knows I'm really into Kylo Ren. So that's going to be my backdrop for a while, guys, because I really like that poster. Up next is Outcast number 1. I have 22 copies of the first issue, first print. And this book here is really, really, really starting to pick up some steam, guys. It's going for like 20, anywhere between 15, and I've seen it go for like $30. The graded ones are going for like $100 and almost $200. The show has not come out yet. It is slated to be released, I think, spring of 2016 on Cinemax. So you know it's going to be on a cable network, so there's going to be no holds barred on this show. I bet there's going to be gore. If you guys aren't reading this book, I've been preaching for this book all year. Pick it up. It's a slow burn, but it's a really good book. And it's on trade now, so if you guys haven't picked up and you don't want to pick up the back issues, you can always pick up the trade. So that's my top pick. Up next is Prophet number 1. Now, I've told you about some 90s cheese, and here it comes. I have 2 issues of number 1. This is Stephen Platt's first cover. The art on it, you know, sorry about the glare, guys, but he kind of reminds me of like a futuristic Conan. But it's a pretty good book, and the art inside matches the cover, so it's really, really good art. So yeah, you guys should look into that, and that book's cheap. It's not even expensive. I think you get it for a couple dollars. Up next is Hulk. Red Hulk number 1. I have 1, 2, 3 copies, and it is the first appearance of the Red Hulk. So I'm sure he's going to make an appearance in the Marvel Universe, in the cinematic universe, pretty soon. So I would keep an eye out for that. And this book here is like a $20, $30 book. So yeah, if you can find that, I would pick it up, guys. I've given a couple away in a contest, so. Up next is some more 90s cheese from Image, and this is Ripclaw. I had the whole limited series. It was 3 issues, and then volume 2 was 6, and then I think there was a couple one-shots. But he reminds me of a mix between, like, Wolverine and, I don't know, almost like a Lobo-type guy or something. But it's a really good story. Just, you know, some of these books are cheesy, but I mean, some of the characters they created back then were really cool, and this is a good one. And like I said, you can get these books all day for like a couple bucks. But I would suggest picking it up because I think it's a really good read. Then up next, I know the show got canceled, but I still think he's an awesome character. John Constantine, Hellblazer number 1. I have 2 copies. That's not his first appearance. His first appearance is in Swamp Thing. I can't remember the number, 89 or 69 or something like that. But this is his first solo series. It ran for 300 issues, and I'm only missing like 20 or 25 to have a complete run from 1 to 300. But this book here is still pretty hot on eBay. It's still going for 30, 40, 50 bucks. So if you can find it for cheap, I would pick it up. It's a really good story. It's the story in the comics is really dark and gritty. Not like the TV show. The TV show I liked, but it just didn't really get a lot of praise, I guess. Up next is Dark Claw Adventures. I don't even want to try to pronounce that name. I'll butcher it, but it was basically a mix between DC and Marvel characters, and this here is a mix of Batman and Wolverine, two of my favorite characters from each universe. So cool concept, and I think this was loosely based on like the Batman Adventures comics that's kind of cartoony. And then they also made a regular version, and it's called Dark Claw. I think I showed this in one of my previous vids for my favorite covers. But anyways, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 copies of the newsstand. This book here is really starting to pick up steam on eBay. You can still find it for like $8, anywhere between $8 and $10. But it's a really good book. It's a really good read. It's, like I said, it's based on Wolverine and Batman. They mix the characters together. So just the art on it alone, just the concept, just seems so cool. I wish they would really bring back this little adventure that Marvel and DC did. There was a bunch of different books that mixed characters. There was a Captain America and somebody, and then there was like a Thor, and then there was a Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate mixed character. Maybe I'll do a video on that, but anyways, check this out. And up next is the very last book I wanted to show. It's the same thing, but if you noticed, the barcode is blank. Apparently this is a variant, and this here is super. It's not as common. It's really rare. There's only a couple of these. I checked today before I made this video just to see, but there's only a couple of these with the blank. See how there's no barcode like this one here. See the barcode, and this one doesn't have one. I only have one with the no barcode, but I seen one on eBay go for like $120. So I don't know how rare it is, but apparently it's a variant or it's a misprint or something. So I'm lucky to have it. So like I said, guys, these are just books. The tag video was 10 underrated books. I hope this counts. We love comics. I know they're not like all high-end dollar books, but these are still books that I think are relatively good books or good stories that you could still find for a decent price. Anyways, guys, like I said, let's try to all move on. And nobody's perfect. You know, I'm not perfect. No one is. So let's just keep enjoying each other's videos and keep showing books, because that's basically what we're here for anyways, right? Is to see comics and to watch other people's videos and hauls. And let's make 2016 the year of the comic, and let's kind of move past all this beef. Yeah, I just hope everybody can move on. I know I can, but I know if others don't want to, then that's up to them. But I'm ready to kind of just show comics, you know what I mean? Getting kind of too old for, we don't always have to agree on everything. You know, you don't like what people say, then you don't have to sub or whatever, but I'm just kind of ready to move on. Anyways, this is my tag video from We Love Comics, so I'm glad I could do this. I tried to get it out before New Year's, but I don't know if it'll upload before then. Anyways, if not, it'll be out New Year's Day. Alright guys, it's the Junkie. Remember to keep showing your hauls, keep showing your collections. Remember to thumbs up, subscribe, and Happy New Year's to everybody, and everybody be safe. Alright guys, it's Junkie, and I'm out.